Since our union was founded, our membership has become predominantly female and increasingly diverse. However, women and members from other equality-seeking groups continue to be underrepresented in the leadership of the union. Women make up 2/3 of CUPE membership, but there are only 3 women on the 23-member National Executive Board, and only 1 of 10 provincial division presidents is a woman. At the 2005 convention, there is a groundswell for change, and the National Women's Task Force is established to engage CUPE members in discussion about the status of women in our workplaces, society, and in the union. The 16-member National Women's Task Force Committee spent 2 years getting feedback from over 7,000 members.
I'm too tired from work to take on any more commitments.
As a queer person, I feel things that are important to me are often overlooked.
How can you ever run for a position if you're not educated or given the tools?
Improving women's wages would make a big difference.
Who can afford to pay for babysitters?
I feel ashamed asking for accommodation, so I stopped asking for it.
Based on this response, 54 recommendations were compiled, with the goal of improving women's working conditions, advancing women in leadership at all levels, making the union more inclusive of women in all their diversity, The National Women's Task Force proposes that in the next 2 years, CUPE prioritize 8 recommendations. 1. A National Women's Bargaining Conference. 2. Develop a legislative agenda for women, specifically on childcare and improvements to employment insurance. 3. Develop a code of conduct and an effective internal harassment procedure. 4. Equality representatives in every region. 5. Training and bargaining equality. 6. Provide education and training for women. 7. Provide mentoring and support for women leaders. 8. Develop and promote a dependent care policy in CUPE. The National Women's Task Force proposes 3 structural changes. 1. Clarify the process of electing regional vice presidents. 2. Create 2 new national officer positions with gender parity. 3. Create 4 new regional vice president positions to ensure minimum representation of women on the National Executive Board. In the last year, there has been renewed activism on women's issues. As a result of the National Women's Task Force, change is happening and momentum is building. By supporting our recommendations, our union will move forward on women's issues. Supporting these recommendations will eliminate barriers for the full diversity of women. Eliminating barriers for all women will create a more inclusive union. A more inclusive union is a stronger union. Until there is equality for women, we can't stop fighting for change.